Hey guys, Colin Senner here, and I just wanted to show you all a new script that I wrote. It's called Tweaker. You can get it from my website at www.colinsenner.com and just click the scripts button at the top. It's called Tweaker. It allows you to render a sequence of tweaked object properties, material properties, modifier properties, and render properties. So basically why I wrote it was I was working on this head, and I was really trying to get the glossy value correct, especially around the nose. What I needed, if I went too high on the glossy value, I knew I wanted a really bright highlight, but when I went too high it looked waxy, and when I went too low it didn't read right at all. So what I did was I wrote a script to automatically render out a bunch of glossy values, and then I could just pick the one that I like. So that's where Tweaker comes in. Let me pull up Max and I'll show you how it works. Just a really simple scene for testing. It's nothing incredible or anything. So, Max script, run script. I'm just going to run the latest version that I've got on my desktop. Alright, so here is Tweaker. I'm going to kill that. You can just go to pick object and then pick the object that we want to tweak the properties of. So we'll pick that. You can see that all the normal object properties, these are the box properties, appear on the left. Here are material properties, so any property that appears as the material that's currently assigned, which is this one, will show up here. Any modifier properties, currently I've got a V-Ray displacement modifier on here, but it's turned off. I'm going to use it as a short example in just a little bit. And all the render properties, which in my case at the moment is V-Ray, so here's all the V-Ray properties. Anyway, let's start by doing exactly what I did when I needed to get that glossy value right. So if we go into our material, reflection glossiness is currently set to 1. That'll produce a sharp, perfect reflection. Let's see what it looks like at a couple different other values. So I'm going to double click reflection glossiness, and it sets it to whatever it's currently set to, 1. So we're going to go from 1 to maybe 0.8, and let's do it in 8 renders real quick. This might take just a sec, but I think it'll be worth it. So now I'm just going to watch the that test folder. And it's going to populate it with all the values. You can see that they're all named with what the current value that we're tweaking is. So here's 1, just like we'd expect, perfect glossy. 0.975, 0.95, and you can see the reflection blurring as we go down. So we'll just slowly scrub through that. You can see what the best glossy value for whatever you're trying to accomplish might be. Alright, so that's relatively easy. That's literally probably all the functionality I wrote the script for, but I like it for a lot of other reasons. It'll also automatically pop them up in your Max, which at the moment seems like kind of a headache. I might take that out. Alright, so now let's try something a little bit different. Let's key, how about the V-Ray displacement mod? So I'm going to turn it on and show you what that render looks like. It's just a simple V-Ray displacement mod, and these are going to take just another second, so I'm not going to do very many examples. Here's what it looks like. Let's say I want to, well, heck, let's try keying the amount value and seeing what looks best, something subtle or something bigger. So we're going to go to modifier 1, which is the V-Ray displacement. We're going to go to amount. It's currently set to 1.27. Just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I had my my system units set a little strange. To solve it, I just changed my system unit setup inches for here in the US. Okay, it was set to 1.27, so let's render it. 1.27 inches. It was set to millimeters. Alright, once again, the render. So let's, well, where'd Tweaker go? It's hiding. Nope, I closed it. Let's run it again real quick. And we'll just pick the object. and the modifier amount 1.27 inches. Alright, so let's see maybe what it looks like from 1 inch to 6 inches, and let's do it every 2 inches so we can see that'll produce 3 renders, and that should be just fine for illustrative purposes. Right. Just gonna wait a sec and see what it looks like. Alright, here's it at 1 inch. Pretty much what we saw in the viewport. This next one should be 3 inches. And the last one, whoops. I definitely just hit my torchlight button. Steam, go away. Okay, let's take a look at all those renders. So here's it at 1 inch, 3 inches, 5 inches. So now we can quickly see exactly what result we're looking for, and that's with a modifier assigned to the model. Now there's one more bit of functionality that I want to show you, and that is whenever I'm setting up some kind of architectural visualization scene, and I'm lighting with an HDRI. It's such a pain in the ass. Because I have to change the horizontal rotation and try and get it correct every time, and it's a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is show you how Tweaker can work with maps to tweak their properties. So I'm going to lower the camera angle, and I'm going to open the environment, take out that, and I'm going to drag in, and I'm going to light this scene with this V-Ray HDRI. And for some reason I keep closing Tweaker. Alrighty, so now we're lighting the scene with the V-Ray HDRI, and we've still got the displacement mod on, which we don't need. Alright, here's what the scene looks like. It's kind of a bad example, but whatever. We're going to go to Pick Map this time, and I'll go to Material Editor, and I'm going to use the HDRI, and I'll instance it in there. We can see that we've got all the HDRI properties, so I'm going to key the horizontal rotation from 0 to 360 degrees every 45 degrees. And let's take a look at what that will look like. It should give us a pretty clear view of which angle the HDRI is going to look best from. And I'm going to open up that directory. Alright, so here's the 0 degree rotation, 45, 90, 135, 180, 225. And we can see that, I don't know, I kind of like that one. It's a little bright, and that one's actually a little bit better. So you can see all the things that we can do with Tweaker. The possibilities are, well, not endless, but you can do quite a bit of shit. You can also key any render properties, so if you want to know exactly what the noise threshold, for instance, for V-Ray looks like in different renders, then you can test that out. Anyway, you can get the script once again from my website, along with all my scripts like relink bitmaps, and all those, just from colinsenner.com. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.